Officials say our best shot out of this pandemic is for more people to get vaccinated. Now, the state of Washington is quickly approaching 30% of the population fully vaccinated.
Idaho not far behind at 25%. And one of the most common questions we continue to see is how long does a vaccine last? I set out to verify. Let's start with a question from KREM 2 viewer Cindy. She writes in part, how long does the COVID vaccine last? What is the protocol to get revaccinated, say in 6 months? To verify the answer to this question, I reached out to Dr. Anna Wald, the director of the University of Washington's Virology Research Clinic and a professor of medicine, epidemiology, and laboratory medicine. I also spoke with Dr. Pyle Coley, a cardiologist and KREM 2 medical expert. So I guess the question is, how long does a vaccine last?
So we know based on recent data released both from Pfizer and from Moderna that the vaccine offers robust protection for at least 6 months, possibly longer.
Well, I think the answer is that we won't know until enough time lapses so we can assess it, right? These are new vaccines, and the data are showing that there's a strong immune response that persists for at least 6 months is very encouraging.
We keep hearing the vaccines will protect us for at least 6 months. Both of our experts point out that's not because the protection simply runs out after 6 months. It's just that the vaccines are so new, we simply don't know how long the protection will last. We just need more time.
So obviously we have to study it. We have to measure the antibody response in people who are vaccinated. Now we have 6 months, but then we'll have a year, 2 years, etc. after vaccination.
That brings us to the topic of a booster shot. The CEO of Pfizer recently said that we'll likely need a booster within 12 months of being fully vaccinated. Added protection against emerging variants of the virus.
Another question that comes up is whether or not it needs to be the same manufacturer as the original vaccine. And that's currently under clinical trials, actually. They're looking at a mix and match trial in Europe where they're trying to mix and match 2 different types of vaccines to see if it proves even more effective at boosting the immune system.
So we can verify the vaccines currently in use protect us from COVID-19 for at least 6 months and possibly longer. Time will tell just how long. And do you have something you'd like me to verify? Give me a call at that number right there on your screen and I'll work to answer your questions.